legit.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Vanessa Marshall and welcome. If you're new here, hi, how are you? Don't forget to hit the subscribe button at the bottom and make sure you click the notification bell so every time I'm uploading a new video, you are notified. Yes, we are going to do a makeup look. So since I'm now done with these 7 days of makeup looks, so if you caught any of the videos from my 7 days of makeup looks, I'll put a couple of them in the cards above so you can keep up with our 7 days of makeup looks. But since that is now over with, I have a question for you guys. I have seen this on TikTok. This is what I've seen. What makeup have you been wearing in 2025 that you have now brought into 2026? And can I tell you something? I have brought in quite a bit of products from 2025 into 2026. So yes, we're going to do a makeup look featuring products from 2025 that we have now brought into 2026 that are still good, that we are still using. Please ignore that sound. That is my washing machine. So yes, all the products I'm going to be bringing for you guys today, these are products that were so super popular in 2025. Certain things came out in 2025. I got a couple of things that were from 2024 and 2025. And now 2026. And there's a couple of things that I just purchased that were in, not before, was it in 2025? May have been in 2024. Either way it go, I have now brought it into 2026. So we're going to do a makeup look featuring all of these products. And we're still talking about a lot of these products today in 2026. And now we're what, March? 2026, March? Yes, March. So come on. Let's do this makeup looks featuring products I brought in from 2025 into 2026. As always, I do have my handy dandy mirror with me. First, primer. We still talking about this primer. I had my doubts about this primer. I'm just going to say, I had my doubts about this primer. I did. But when I finally got it and I finally wore it, now I see why y'all like it. And I have worn it. I hadn't worn it in a while, but now that, again, that my 7 days of makeup looks are now over with, I can go back to wearing it. I am talking about the Grippy Serum Primer from Maybelline. Yes, this is the true, one of many dupes of the original Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. The only thing that I was doubtful about was indeed the dropper. Because me and droppers, we don't really get along. But I did it, and now I see why y'all really like this primer. I'm having to be a little careful with this primer because this primer is pretty runny. And I believe I got this actually off of Amazon. That's where I got this primer from. And it does give you that grippy feeling. And your makeup does last. So instead of you paying $30-something for, because I believe that primer is $30. Instead of paying $30, I forgot how much I paid for that Grippy primer, but it wasn't no $30. It was not no $30. And look. And as I rub in, just like the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, yeah, it's getting grippy. Definitely getting very grippy. And yeah, very hydrating. So yeah, if you have not picked up the Grippy Serum Primer from Maybelline, I'm gonna need you to pick this up. This is a very good primer. Yet another dupe for the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. For foundation, we've had some foundations that came out in 2025 that, okay, we have to do like okay. But nothing like the foundation from Natasha Denona. Now, I initially had my doubts about this, but I went ahead, I picked up the foundation from Natasha Denona. I did test it out on my TikTok page. If you don't follow my beauty TikTok, I'll link it below. But I did do a wear test on this foundation. Love it. Absolutely love this foundation. Absolutely love it. So I am going to go ahead. This is the foundation I'm going to wear today. Absolutely love it. And I love the fact that this looked very, very natural on me. The shade, I got this from online. because I did get this from Sephora. It's a great match. And then the longevity of this foundation, I give it the ultimate test, which is wearing this foundation to work. And I'm wearing it literally all day. This is a light to medium coverage. It said medium to buildable. I'm not seeing full coverage. Now, if you want to build up to full coverage, you can. I'm just not that type of person that likes a whole bunch of full coverage. Now, I do have full coverage foundations. I just know how to make those work. So here's what we're looking like with the foundation from Natasha Denona. And it blended right up here. I always miss some spots. Absolutely love this foundation. And again, I didn't think I was gonna like this foundation. I thought this foundation was overhyped until I wore the foundation. This foundation lasted. It lasted. Next is concealer. I had already had the concealer, so why not? We're going to stick with Natasha Denona. This is the concealer from Natasha Denona. Again, the concealer came out before the foundation. I had already had this concealer. This was a concealer, I want to say it came out in 2024, 2023 or something like that. And I already liked the concealer. So I knew when she came out with the foundation, I initially was like, okay, I may like the foundation. Then a lot of people was wearing it. And then I thought, uh-oh, might not work. I should not have had zero doubts about that foundation when I already loved the concealer from Natasha Denona. No different. No different. Perfect complement to the foundation. And actually, I do go back and forth when it comes to high-end concealers or luxury concealers, if you want to say. I go back and forth between this one and the one from Hourglass. I do really, 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 really like that one from Hourglass. It's just that I do tend to pick up this one from Natasha Denona a little bit more. So I'm just going to go in with the concealer. Awesome coverage. I take some of that concealer and put it on my eye for my eyeshadow base. And that is what we are looking like with the concealer and the coverage. Love the coverage. This coverage does go a long way. I have actually worn this concealer with drugstore foundations. I have. Absolutely love it. All right, I'm not going to set my face just yet. I finally got the nerve and finally picked up this blush. This is the very talked about Rhode Pocket Blush. I finally picked it up. What shade I get? This is more of a pinky shade. I think that's what I have. I think it says Juice Box. I think that's what I have, Juice Box. I didn't think I was going to like it. I didn't think I was going to like it. And this is what it looks like. So I finally got the pocket blush. You need a little bit. You just need a little bit. That's all. You just need a little bit. So I am going to put some right here. I have a couple of blushes up here that I could use, but I'm going to go ahead and use this pocket blush from Rhode. I love this. I did wear this a few times with a couple of things, and wow. Absolutely just wow. And the pigment and the fact that this blush actually showed up on my melanated skin, and it does blend really well. Now I did take a chance and I did build it up. May have built it up a little bit too much that time, but it was so good. And then this is what it looks like. This is, I believe, it's Juice Box that I have. And so this is what we're looking like with the blush. The other blush I did bring up here, but I'm not going to wear it. This is the also very talked about blushes that I wore. I wore this blush. I wore it for senior signing day when my son was a senior in high school. Wore it to the CeCe Winans concert last year. I've worn it a few times. This is the blush from Patrick Ta. I know he's come out with a few others. This is the shade she left me on red. I wanted this red. And look at this red. Look how red this is. This is very red. So I did bring this bag out because I recently bought this bag out recently when I wore it. And still awesome. Really, really awesome. Next is setting powder. It was no doubt that I was going to bring this setting powder from Huda Beauty. Particularly when she did the duo. When you have the pink and the peach. So that's the shade I have. I have Pink Pumpkin. The shade I have. Y'all, if you want to do one side or mix, I mix. I leave it open for both. And I like that better. I think this is the one that's more complimentary for us melanated ladies. And I love it. I also have the shade Birthday Cake. I do have Birthday Cake. And I like Birthday Cake as well. What I do with this powder, I take the powder, and what I'm going to do with the powder, I just put it on my sponge. I'm going to take some of that excess off to kind of even it out. And I'm just going to press the powder into my skin. Just like that. Look how, look. None with, y'all can't tell me nothing about this. And like I said, Birthday Cake, love it. Absolutely love it. I'm just going to take this setting powder and just set where I put my concealer. All right, I have gone ahead and set the remaining of my face. So next is eyeshadow. Okay, this is why I'm going to bring out this eyeshadow palette. This is from Patrick Ta. This is the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 3 palette. This is why I'm bringing out this palette. This is what it looks like. If you remember, this is what the Major Dimension 3 looks like. The reason why I'm bringing this out is because he came out with the miniature of this. I did not get any of them. You have like the light, medium, and the dark. I didn't get it because it's all right here. It's literally all right here. And this is one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. So that's why I decided not to get that eyeshadow palette, because I already have all the shades right here. So I wasn't spending any more money if I already have this. And then I like the fact that the creams are right here. So I am going to use this palette today. So in my crease, I think I'm going to go with this shade right here. I always go with this shade. I'm going to go ahead and put this in my crease. Now, again, the reason I did not go for the miniature palette is because that, to me, personally, would be an extra waste of money when I already have all the shades that I need in this palette. So there was no need for me to get that. Plus, those miniature palettes did not have the creams, and I like to use the creams like for eyeliner. So that is why I did not get those minis. I just didn't see it make any sense for me to get the palette. All right, on my lid, I think I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna go with this shade right here. Go ahead and put that on my lid. So all I'm gonna do here is just take that matte shade. I'm just gonna pat it on my lid. Just so, like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go back in with the other brush for the crease color and then blend the two shades together. So here's what we're looking like. So here's what we're looking like with the eyes after I just took this brush and just blended both together, and that's the look that we have. So next is setting spray. All I gotta do is this. You know what I'm talking about. Right here. Right here. Got everybody in chokehold. This is setting spray from Danessa Myricks. They got everybody in a chokehold, baby. Everybody is in a chokehold over this. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? This got everybody in a chokehold, baby. Look. Love it. Absolutely love it. You just take it Now you can do one or two things when you do that. This is what I've been doing lately. Now I've been letting it just dry down. You have to spray it for so far away. Otherwise you're going to see like the white fuzz that comes up. That is the technology she used because it's like a liquid setting powder. It's really what it is, like a liquid setting powder. Or you could take the bottom of your sponge or your puff and you can press it into the skin. I've done that as well. And when I tell you it leaves you with this beautiful matte finish, it leaves you with a beautiful matte finish. All right, I've already done my mascara. Now, lip. Look, y'all. There's been a few things that have come out in 2025 that I went, huh? Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. Hold on. So, if I can find it. So for lip liner, a very heavily talked about lip liner in 2025 that I have now brought into 2026. I'm gonna have to get another one. I'm gonna get another one. This is the lifter liner from Maybelline. When they came out with this, oh my goodness, this is so creamy. This is so creamy. And look, yes. And what I do with the liner, I'm just gonna blend it two together because everybody has been talking about how good this lifter liner is. And when I got it, yes, I saw why everybody was talking about this lifter liner. It is so creamy, so buttery, and it does last. I love that. And then on top of that, I'm just gonna go in with the Plumping gloss, a very heavily talked about Plumping gloss. There's been a few glosses that have really been talked about in 2025. We've brought into 2026. But this is one that I have been wearing a lot lately. And when I first got it, first of all, I had to go in the store and go get it. And I had to dig. But I got it. This is the Plumping gloss from the Sephora collection. This is the shade I have. This is more the nude shade. And I'm like, I see why. Because I wanted the pinky one. Totally sold out. Totally sold out. And I think it was like, I think I got the second to last one or the last one of this. Everybody was getting it. Everybody was picking this up. And you see that? And this does give a plumping effect. However, this lasts. Because this is the gloss I wore in one of my last vlog I did on my other channel. And this is what I wore. I wore this gloss when we went out. Because I had a lot of errands to run. If you've seen that vlog, or if you subscribe to my other channel, I will link it in the cards above. And you can see that last vlog with me coming back and having my 2-month doctor's appointment. I wore this. This is what I was wearing. I was wearing this gloss. And I absolutely love this gloss. And now I understood why so many people were talking about this gloss and how good it is. And yes, I'm feeling the plumping effect, but it's not to where it's burning. It really, really isn't. And then the pigment on it, on top of it. And it goes really, really well with the lip liner from Maybelline. So I really do like that. So that is it. This is the final look featuring makeup products that were very popular in 2025 that we have now brought into 2026. I have more products that I am testing. I just finished doing some testing on my TikTok, and I am going to bring that for you guys, give you guys the first impression and so forth. And again, these are all of the products that everybody is talking about right now, this very second. So I've already just finished my first testing since being done with my 7 days of makeup looks. So now I'm back fully testing makeup. I had a mishap on one day. I had a mishap. We're going to talk about that mishap. I had a mishap. And one of the most exciting videos I'm going to be bringing for you guys, because I know these times right now are super hard. And when what's going on in the world right now, for me, makeup is my outlet. Makeup is my outlet, along with singing and just keeping my mind occupied. Because again, it's not very nice going on in the world. But with that being said, I am bringing for you guys, this is probably very, very exciting, a makeup look featuring products. You ready? I got from Dollar Tree, Five Below, and a hair store. Because right now, and let me tell you something, I think I got a full face of makeup from the hair store, and I think I spent $50. And I think I got Pretty much everything you need for a full face of makeup. $50. I didn't have to spend $100, $200. $50, hair store. Hair store. And there's a story as to why I ended up doing it now. I wanted to do it a little later. I went ahead and did not because there's a story time about that. But anyway, we're going to talk about that later. But again, this is the final makeup look featuring products from 2025 that we have brought into 2026. So with that being said, this is Venetia Alexander Marshall. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.